Hello, welcome to day 327 with a day summary, day talk, let's talk. But it is more theoretical. Besides of the October challenge, I didn't draw that much. I was observing and trying to learn from this Honkai 30 illustration. Very cute. There's like all the elements that I want. Like we have plushie. I kind of wanted to do plushie too, so happy to see the plushie and all the figurine, right? Yeah, figurines kind of. Okay, that's not really a figurine, but I also tried to make a figurine. I did go too much in details here in this figurine, but I kind of liked this. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I was pointing out, wanted to point out, and also the room great. Like the furniture, it's very rich furniture, except for my very blank furniture, right? I do not know. Like I try to figure out how do you do this? Like how does the illustration look very rich? And there's a lot of gradients also going on, I did notice. And one biggest effect that drives me crazy is this border effect for darker shadows. I do not know how they do this. I have in my head my hunches, but man, it's like everywhere. It's everywhere, no matter where you look. But yeah, let's just point one by one the things that I picked up. I wanted to do more, but I will just do the one that I picked up, and then I will have it on the side while I do my illustration, just to still keep me inspired. Instead of copying the illustration, I will try to copy it on my illustration, something like this. So let's go through a couple of points. One point that I already mentioned is these blurry lines, not blurry lines, but the border effect lines. And it's not really the border effect itself. Like I was here trying to do, like this would be with border effect, kind of looks similar. This would be with watercolor effect, which also looks similar. I will try the watercolor effect in the future. But one thing that I will encounter as a problem is this blurry line, because I cannot blur my border effect, since it will just, well, be very... Maybe I can. You know what? Forget, I actually can blur my border effect. So... yeah, let's try to blur the border effects. That's an first idea. Second idea are those little lines, not lines, dots kind of thing, which are gradually disappear. And well, it is understandable how to do it, but I think you need to modify your dots a little bit, because they're not always the distance that you want and the biggest, like how big you want them, and kind of probably do my own material. I can see myself being able to do the material on my own as I wish, instead of relying on the materials from internet, because it doesn't just look like that hard to do. Those little flying particles around, I already managed to try it out, and I already know how to do it. There was an Among Us illustration where I figured it out. Basically, I don't know, like takes a color, and then this aside blend blue, also the fingertip stuff, and you just fingertip it somewhere, and then here you have your particle, kind of like this. Okay, I pick up this one, not sure why. I think because of the sudden line art changes, and the line art changes like happen everywhere. And I should also turn my pressure setting on the line art. It's like you see this like a little bit thicker, darker, thinner. So yeah, I think I need to overthink my line art for this one. Regarding furniture, the edges of the furnishing, like those things here, they often light up for pretty much, I think, no reason, but I kind of need to remember this to improve on like something like this, and yeah, try to create the same. By the way, this is also wooden texture, and yeah, I was not very happy with this wooden texture, by the way. It was too mechanical, and I kind of want to do the textures with my hand own, kind of like this. Eyes and eyelashes. So I was trying a lot on my illustration to give the eyelashes kind of like a better color, so like to not stand them out as much. And you see there is, I could go even brighter. I could even go brighter, but yeah, the thing that I kind of want to recreate, and I kind of making them thicker and give myself a little bit room for play to desaturated darker colors, but not black, because black will stand out way too much. And the eyes itself, but well, that's another big struggle anyway. So overall, I did mention it, there is a lot of gradients in terms of shadows, like the shadows near the light will be less dark than the shadows away from the light source. In general, like I picked up here a couple of variation of those shadows and the skin tones. And it just, this termination zone, by the way, kind of forgot to mention too. And we have also room and fill the room and the grid line for the room. All of that stuff that I want to keep in mind. And also they have a lot of ultra cool outfits, and outfits I will be doing the next season. It will be for 400 plus. That's what I'm planning, but right now I really focus on the background. It is try to focus on the background and compositions. And that will be it for this talk after 2 days of vacation. I kind of want to return, well, what do you mean back, but just want to try myself out to make a reasonable illustration for Halloween art for this one. And yeah, I will be thank you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in day 328. Take care.